Hi Jules, I am going to show you something really neat. What you could use with wire, fingernail polish, a wooden dowel, or just any other material. Now what you're going to need for this project is you're going to need some wire, either an old paintbrush or a pencil, a small dowel, some wire cutters, and nail polish of your choosing. Now, what we're going to do first is I'm going to give credit to Miss Sigrid Soto. If you don't know who she is, it's Sigrid Soto, Creative Birdie on YouTube. So I'm giving a shout out to Miss Sigrid as I just learned how to do this. So if you all want to go and check her channel out, she's got some really awesome videos for you to follow and some really awesome projects for you to do. Alright, so I'm going to try and do as she did, but I want to show you what they are going to look like. Here are just a few of the flowers that I made using her tutorial. I've only made just a few, but this is how pretty that they will turn out to look like. So, on with the tutorial. So here we go. I'm going to use this old paintbrush because it's got a really nice rounded edge, and you're going to use your wire, preferably like 24 gauge wire. That's just the right amount of thickness that you need to do this project. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your paintbrush or your dowel or whatever you're using, and you're going to place the wire down. You're going to fold that down, and each time, I need to pull some slack out because I need the slack. Alright, so anyway, back to what we're doing. You're going to place your wire across your paintbrush or your dowel. Now, each time you go around, you're going to go around the dowel with your wire. Now, each time you go around, you see that? Each one of these are going to be petals for your flower. So we're going to make a 5-petal flower. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so now you've got all 5 of your petals. Now what you're going to do is you're going to squish those bad boys together. Alright. You're going to bring your wire that you have, that you started with, close together. Kind of real close. Kind of pinch that kind of tight down there, and bring your petals as close as possible. And you're going to pinch, and you're going to turn whichever way is more comfortable to you, 2 or 3 times until you have your wire looking like that. Now I'm going to take this off the wire, the beginning wire. I'm going to scrunch them together. We're going to pull it off, and so that's what you should have in the end. Now, in order to keep your petals together and to keep them from flying apart, you're going to cut she used it off the spool, but I'm just going to use just a snippet of wire. It doesn't have to be very big. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to lace this through all of those petals. You see that? You're going to lace that all the way through. Now you're going to take a small portion of the wire and fold it down. Kind of tight, like you did in the beginning. Now you're going to come down and you're going to wrap it around. Make sure you get that pretty tight, because that's going to end up spinning in your hand. And just wrap it 2 or 3 times in order to keep your petals from moving. Now, she kept it on there, but I'm going to trim that off because I'll end up getting poked. You all know me, I'm very accident prone. So, I'm going to squish that wire flat up against that. Now, you're going to separate your petals of your flower. And what she did is she took 2 on this side and 3 on the other. You want to separate them like that. Now you're going to take your petals and you're going to spread them out. Oh. So therefore you get your flower shape. Now, go ahead and pick you out some really pretty nail polish. Let's see, what do I got here? I've got all kinds in here for you. Alright, let's see if this works. Now this is just a nail lacquer. She said the thicker the better, but, oh, well, the tack fell off of that one. Whoopsie. If I can get it open. This is a really pretty pink. It's called Pink Star. Let's move this out of the way. Let's see. Alright, now, what you're going to do is you're going to move all your stuff out of the way first. Then, you're going to take your nail polish. You're going to get that all coated up on there. And just run it across the top. And you'll see the little petals starting to form. Sometimes it takes a couple times to get the petal. Don't worry, it's doable, she says. Sometimes you may have to tip it to get the petals. And where you're going to run into a problem is from the center and where these overlap. Sometimes she said that you may have to go in from the bottom, and that is very true, to catch it. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult. And me being a first timer doing this, you might get a little messy. There we go. Now, the trick is not to bust that bubble doing the last one, because since they're connected. Oh boy, that's going to be the tough one. I'm going to see if I can do it from the bottom. There we go. We got it. Hot dang. So now this is our final. Am I in frame? There we go. That is our final flower. We're going to do one more, and then we can end the video. Maybe you all will try it. I'll pick me out another pretty one. Make sure that this works. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, I'm going to choose the next color. It's a real pretty blue. Alright, we're going to do this again. I'm going to use the small dowel this time. Again, take your wire, come down, and each time you come around is your petal. It's 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, squish them together. Pinch at the bottom as close as possible. And spin. 1, 2, 3. And we'll cut it. I'm going going to take it off the dowel. So we're going to have a real pretty, nice, small flower. Now, if you want to get real pretty with it, when you spread these out, you can form them into a different shape of flower petal form. All right, so we're going to pull that apart. Oh, wait a minute. No, I forgot the centerpiece. See, I'm being scattered. All right, now I'm going to take the little piece here, sit it through the center, hold it down, and we're going to wrap. See, it's spinning in my hand, so I'm going to take this other side and hold it and take it around. All right, again, I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to flatten that. All right, so now we've got the form now. Now let's try this again. All right, we're going to take 2, spread them apart. The smaller the flower, the more tedious it is to grab a hold of the petals. I found out. See, this dowel that I'm using is a little bit smaller than the paintbrush. Ugh, and you will break your nails if you're not careful. I already broke one. I'm going to take my wire pliers and I'm going to help it along and spread that out. Just take your time and play with it. Didn't have to be perfect. As you know, flowers aren't perfect. So we don't have to be either, right? Right. So I hope you guys are having a good day and hopefully you're learning. Thank you, Miss Secret, for showing us how to do this. Alright, now we're going to take our nail polish. We're going to do the same thing as we did on the other one. I'm going to take that nail polish and we're going to go over the top. There we go. Like I said, this one's the hardest ones where they overlap each other. Now I'm going to come from the bottom on this one to see if it works better. Oh, and we busted one. Alright, let's go back to the top and fix that. There we go. See? Nice, pretty flower. Alright, guys. And this is what we have. It's beautiful little flowers that you can make